I mean, I think at our core, Ryot was founded kind of by humanitarians making documentaries in a run and gun style. So the idea that we could use this technology, use 360 video, use VR to like just transport people to a place and get them to a scene, you know, that felt like just an obvious use of the technology. At our core, we're storytellers. So everything we do has this idea of let's tell a story, let's immerse people, let's take them somewhere. And to use this technology to kind of bend it to that, it just made sense to us. And you know, when we did our first piece in Nepal after the earthquake there, it's just amazing to take people to a disaster zone. You know, and you see footage from these places, but it's different standing on a street, really looking around you and being kind of transported somewhere.
You alluded to it a little bit just now, but what does this technology allow you to do with storytelling?
I think that, I mean, one of the things which is fun about it is that there aren't rules yet. They're all being written. So there's all these people making amazing content around the world, trying to figure out how you tell a good story with 360 video or VR. And so for us, you know, the elemental thing is it allows you to kind of really immerse someone even more in a story or in a place. So if you imagine that instead of just kind of watching someone on TV like you're used to, or on your computer or your phone, you're sitting there kind of saying, you know, oh, there's this child in Africa. Actually, you've seen that a lot. To actually put on a headset or see it on your phone when you're looking around and really seeing what it's like to live in their house, to be in those places, it's just a deeper immersion in understanding, you know, what that person's going through, what that place is going through, and just kind of getting you there more.
What are you doing with the presidential election? That sounds really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I think for us it was, how can you, again, transport people to these places? So a lot of people, everyone sees the conventions on TV, but what's it like to stand outside the stadium in the middle of a protest? Or what's it like, you know, we did the balloon drop from both the Republican and Democratic National Convention, which is really fun to sit there and be like, oh, this is what it feels like to stand and have 150,000 balloons drop down.
You also feel like you're Bill and Hillary Clinton looking around at all the balloons.
Right, you're looking around at all the balloons, you have those moments. So I think for us it's always, you know, what level of context can we add? How can we immerse you in a situation? And how can we just show that, you know, the central action of cameras might be here, but what's happening here and here and here is also just as interesting. So what we're doing, I think, in Rio is a good example with our creators house down there of, you know, we sent down a big crew and they're making basically videos every other day, which in the VR world is kind of an unheard of feat because it takes a lot and you're doing it. But it's basically like, you know, the TV is going to have great coverage of what's happening inside the stadiums. You know, they're going to get Michael Phelps, they're going to get all of that. What's it like to actually walk around Rio? What's it like to go and be in a favela? What's it like, who are the people in Rio right now who are working to help with environmental cleanup or to work to build their communities stronger? For us, it's all about, that's what makes the world an interesting place.